A set of Laufen tires costs about $300. The Hankook set right next to it costs about $460. The same factory, the same engineers, only the sidewall is different. 10 tire brands most American drivers walk right past are built by the same companies, charging you twice the price for the premium label. By the end of this video, you will know which ones and the 4 checks that tell you a cheap tire is a gold mine instead of a gamble. Number 1. Laufen. Most drivers have never heard the name. It sounds foreign and cheap, and it sits on the bottom shelf while the salesman steers you toward a familiar logo. That instinct is costing you money. Laufen is the value brand of Hankook, the 7th largest tire manufacturer on Earth, the company that supplies factory tires to BMW, Mercedes-Benz, and Audi. Hankook launched Laufen in 2014. It's the Toyota and Lexus playbook run in reverse, a second nameplate to sell into the budget market without putting your premium name on a cheaper product. Laufen tires are developed at Hankook's technical center in Germany and built in the same Hankook plants as the premium lines. Same engineering, same factories, different sticker. Here's the proof. The Laufen PEXFit HP in a common SUV size runs about $164 per tire. The Hankook DynaPro right above it, same maker, same plant, runs about $203. That's $40 per tire. $160 on a full set, for what is fundamentally Hankook rubber with a different name on the sidewall. The drivers who know this buy Laufen and pocket the difference. Number 2. Kumho. Kumho gets dismissed as a cheap Korean brand, and that comes from one thing: factory tires. When a Hyundai comes off the lot with Kumho tires that wear fast and roar on the highway, the buyer blames the brand. But factory tires are built to an automaker's cost target, not the spec Kumho sells in the replacement market. Judging Kumho by the tires on a budget car is like judging a kitchen by the free bread. The proof is in who trusts them. Kumho, founded in South Korea in 1960 and now the 9th largest tire maker in the world, is an original equipment supplier to BMW, Mercedes-Benz, and Audi. A German automaker does not bolt random rubber onto a $50,000 car. Kumho's Extra Performance line delivers real grip well below Michelin money, and in 2024, it took top marks in summer tire tests from the European authorities ADAC and AutoBuild, beating brands that cost a third more. You're buying the engineering that earned a BMW contract, minus the premium badge. Before we continue, a quick word on how this channel works. No tire company pays us. No brand deals, no sponsorships. Every brand here earned its spot by surviving the same 4 tests. If that's useful, subscribe. Those 4 tests turn you from a guesser into a buyer who cannot be upsold. First, the tread wear rating, stamped on the sidewall. Around 300 is balanced all-season life. 500 or higher means long wearing. A cheap tire hiding a low number, like 200, wears out fast, no matter what the salesman says. Second, the speed and load rating, the letter and number after the size. The load number must match or exceed your door jamb sticker. A bargain tire below your load rating is not a bargain, it's a safety problem. Third, find the manufacturer behind the name. Owned by Hankook, Continental, or Goodyear means parent company engineering at a discount. No real owner and no real factory means be cautious. Fourth, the date code. Find DOT and the 4 digits at the end, the week and the year it was built. A tire that aged 3 years in a warehouse is old stock. Rubber degrades on the shelf. Run those 4 checks and most of the gap between a premium tire and a smart budget tire disappears. Back to the list. Number 3. General Tire. General gets treated like a forgettable mid-shelf brand, the one you settle for. Here's what the shelf does not tell you. General is owned by Continental, the German engineering giant, and one of the largest tire makers in the world. General started in Akron, Ohio in 1915. Continental bought it in the late 1980s and slotted it as the value tier below the premium Continental brand, running on what the industry openly calls hand-me-down Continental technology. Not inferior, proven.
Compounds refined in Continental's premium tires rolled downhill into General a few years later after the expensive development is already paid for. The proof is the price against the performance. The General Ultimax RT45 carries a 75,000-mile tread warranty and a best bang-for-the-buck reputation in owner reviews. In a common sedan size, most General Ultimax RT45s run under $100, while the Continental True Contact that shares its lineage runs roughly $12 to $15 more per tire, and the gap widens on bigger sizes. The drivers who know this buy General and tell their friends they got Continental tech, because they did.
Nexen. Nexen sounds like an off-brand, the kind of name that sits on the cheap rack while you reach for something familiar. That reflex is costing you money. Nexen is a major South Korean manufacturer, and it is an original equipment supplier to Porsche, Volkswagen, and Skoda. Think about that. Porsche does not bolt no-name rubber onto a car that costs six figures. Nexen builds factory tires for vehicles most people will never afford and sells that same engineering in the replacement market for economy brand money. The Nexen Enfera and Rodian lines run roughly $90 to $110 in common sizes against premium equivalents north of $140. That is $40, $50 a tire for rubber a German automaker already signed off on. The drivers who know this buy Nexen and let everyone else pay for the badge. Falcon. Falcon gets typecast as a cheap sport tire, something tuners run and everyone else ignores. Here's what the shelf doesn't tell you. Falcon is the flagship brand of Sumitomo Rubber Industries, the same Japanese giant that manufactures Dunlop. That is not a bargain bin operation. That is one of the largest tire makers on Earth. Falcon's Azenis performance line goes toe-to-toe with tires costing far more, and the Wild Peak AT has become a cult favorite among off-road drivers who expected a compromise and got real traction instead. You are buying Sumitomo Engineering, the same hands that build Dunlop without paying the premium name tax. That is not settling. That is knowing something the guy next to you doesn't. GT Radio. This one I'll be straight about because honesty is how you tell a gold mine from a trap. GT Radio has no Michelin or Continental behind the badge, but it is the flagship brand of GT Tire, one of the 10 largest tire manufacturers on Earth, an original equipment supplier, running massive modern plants, including one right here in the United States. That is not a garage operation. GT Radio's Champiro and Severo lines deliver dependable all-season and truck performance for well under premium money, often starting around $70 a tire. The honest trade, it is not a premium lineage tire, and a few models give up some tread life for the price. But run the 4 tests, and this is a smart budget buy from a real manufacturer, not a gamble on a name nobody stands behind. Firestone. Firestone is an old American name most drivers file under bargain bin. Here's the part almost nobody connects. Firestone has been owned by Bridgestone, one of the original Big Three and the single largest tire maker in the world since 1988. Bridgestone runs Firestone as their value tier. Shared plants, shared technology, a smaller price. The Destination truck line and the Weather Grip All Season punch well above what they cost. Put a Firestone next to the comparable Bridgestone and you're usually looking at 20 to 30% less for the same lineage, same parent, same manufacturing muscle, a smaller bill. The drivers who know this buy Firestone and pocket the difference, and they're running Bridgestone's playbook to do it.
BFGoodrich. Everybody knows BFGoodrich as the mud tire brand, the rugged one, a step below the big names. Here is the reveal most riders have no idea about. BFGoodrich has been owned by Michelin since 1990. Read that again. The brand you thought was the budget off-road option is Michelin's more affordable performance and all-terrain line. The famous all-terrain TAKO2, the tire on half the trucks at the trailhead, is engineered with Michelin's resources, and it rolls out of a company that does not put junk under a badge it owns. Across the lineup, BFGoodrich undercuts the comparable Michelin by roughly 10 to 15% for Michelin technology wearing a work boot badge. That's the whole game. You are buying the best tire engineering in the world, minus the name that lets them charge you double. That's the 10. And notice the pattern, because it's the whole point. The same factories, the same engineers, the same technology, sitting on the cheap shelf with a different sticker, while the premium badge charges you twice. The tire industry is built on a name tax, and now you know exactly how to stop paying it. Run the 4 checks: treadwear, load rating, who really owns the brand, and the date code, and you walk into any tire shop as a buyer who cannot be upsold. Drop your vehicle and the brand you're running in the comments, and I'll tell you the gold mine that fits it. And subscribe, because next I'm breaking down the tire mistakes quietly wearing your set out twice as fast. Stay smart, and I'll see you in the next one.